Hey, what's going on everyone? Today I'm going to be making a video on mandatory things that you're going to want to own for your RCs. This goes for cars, planes, trucks, cars, whatever. The first thing you're going to want to own that I highly recommend getting is a socket kit with bits and screwdrivers, all that. These really come in handy. I use this on all my cars, all my trucks. They really help out a lot because sometimes the screws and that they include, like the tools, they include in their car kits and truck kits and stuff, they're really not the greatest. So highly recommend getting a bit and socket set, really good. I picked this up for I think 10 bucks at Menards, so go check that out. Next thing I recommend, this is a mandatory. It's made from Duratrax. It's a flash point. It's basically like a temperature gun. It's a small portable one. Let's see if I could pick up heat here. So yeah, it's like, well, that's no way. It's just like 86. I don't know. That's wrong, I think. That's really wrong because it's cold as hell outside. But that's a mandatory because a lot of cars have different temperature rates that you don't want to get them at. So I highly recommend getting one of these. And they probably make a bunch of different ones from different companies, but I personally got the Duratrax one. It's really good. So just pick one of those up. And when you're running your truck out on a hot summer day, nitro or electric, they tend to get really hot, and some temperatures you don't want them to reach. So get one of these. Make sure that the truck's running cool and not extremely hot, so you burn your ESC or your motor out. Next thing I recommend, these are for nitro owners like me. I got a e-maxx 2.5. Highly recommending getting after run oil. If you know you're not going to be running your e-maxx for quite some time, like maybe a week or so, you really want to put some of this in. This helps the one-way bearing out so it doesn't start slipping, which mine is right now. So I actually forgot to put this in over the winter, so I gotta take it all out, clean the motor and stuff. But put this in, put a couple drops in your carburetor, then unscrew your glow plug igniter and put a couple drops in there, and then try to start your truck so it gets all twirled around inside the engine so it keeps it lubricated. Make sure all your gas is out also before you put this in. Next thing I recommend is an aerosol duster can. These really come in handy. You could use these on the dusting the wheels off. As you can see here, I use these, just spray it, get the dust off. Or anywhere you got dirt on your truck, motor, whatever, hard to reach places, these really come in handy. They work really well. So you can pick these up probably for like $1 at the dollar store. I don't remember how much I paid for this, but I'm sure you can get them at the dollar store really cheap. Next thing I recommend, this is a fuel line hose that I had on my e-maxx. I really don't recommend getting ones with color on them, or like this one, it's purple, because you really can't see the fuel running through it. So I recommend getting like a light blue. That's what I was using before. It basically, you could see the fuel going through it so you don't flood the engine, because I flooded my engine quite a bit using this fuel line because there was something wrong with my motor that it wouldn't start. Like I had something, like the needle turned too much or whatever, and I couldn't see the fuel was actually running through the line, so I kept trying to prime it until the gas started pouring out the exhaust. So I highly recommend getting a fuel line, fuel hosing that you could actually see the fuel running through it, and because it would really come in handy. Next thing, last on my agenda, I'm going to tell you, 2.4 gigahertz radio system, or any radio system. If you're not going to use your car for quite some time, I highly recommend taking the batteries that are in here, take them out, because over time, AA batteries, they seem to explode on me and go bad, and then the acid corrodes the little terminals on the remote. I highly recommend taking the batteries out if you're not going to use them, so in case they do explode, they don't explode in your remote. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think on my tips. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a lipo maintenance video, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. See you guys.